You's a vegan, but you going ham. Yeah.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Pretty Brown Vegan, a place for plant-based comfort foods. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning again, welcome back. In today's video, I will have my 5 cheese mac and cheese for you. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the ingredients and the cheese. I'll be using cheddar and mozzarella style shreds from Daiya, Gouda from Follow Your Heart, Parmesan from Violife, and the 5th cheese isn't technically a cheese, but if you are in the vegan life, you know nutritional yeast is essential to cheesy flavor. And then we do have coconut milk. I'll be using 2.5 cans unsweetened, a little bit of flour, and these are the seasonings in addition to salt and pepper, which will all be to taste, but I will give you some measurement suggestions below. 1 stick of plant butter and elbow macaroni. So let's go ahead and get started. What you need to do is dice and shred your cheese as finely as possible, and then go ahead and toss it all together and set it aside until we're ready to use it. Let's go ahead and get started with our base. We need to melt down that stick of butter first. Once that's melted down, then we need to go ahead and add in half of the flour that we'll be using, and go ahead and work that together like you're making a gravy. Once that's incorporated, you will add in the rest of the flour. Again, measurements will be below. And once you have that going, go ahead and add in all of the seasonings with the exception of the nutritional yeast, because that will go in with the actual cheese. Once that's nice and incorporated, go ahead and toss in your coconut milk. And then once that's super hot and there is steam coming up off it, then we're going to go ahead and add in 1/4 of the cheese as well as your nutritional flakes. Go ahead and make sure you get that nice and melted through, and then you're gonna go ahead and add in another 1/4 of the cheese. So in total, we're gonna put half the cheese into the pot and the other half of cheese onto the macaroni noodles once you get it all ready for the oven. If it does get a bit thick, you still have another half of can left of coconut milk that you can add in here. It's all kind of to taste and to preference. I just like to make sure it's nice and smooth and creamy. And once all your cheese is melted, go ahead and get your elbow macaroni into your casserole dish and go ahead and pour in the cheesy mixture on top. I add in a little bit at a time and make sure that it's well stirred and well incorporated. I like to make sure each macaroni noodle has some cheese on it. Get some cheese up inside of that thing. Make sure it's all nice and mixed, so this is a super cheesy macaroni dish. I also like to go ahead and take a little bit of that cheese that I still have that's going to go on top and stir it inside before adding in just the layer on top that's going to be the cheesy kind of crust. Alright, spread your cheese out evenly here, and then I like to go ahead and add in a little bit of that paprika and that Tony's back on top. That just gives it a little bit more color as it melts down in the oven. That's completely optional. And then just go ahead and pop it in the oven, and once it comes out, it's nice and has like a cheesy, crunchy crust. It's so good, super cheesy. If you guys do enjoy this video, if you guys enjoy more recipes like this, please go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.